Hello YouTube, this is Carter Machiavelli here. Today I wanted to talk about a thing I've thought about for the past couple of, I'd say, months, and it's the topic of humans not being able to be fully random. What I mean by that is if you take a random number generator, for example, that you have programmed or looked up online, it will usually give up some sort of random number. However, if you choose to pick a random number yourself, it will most likely be not random, but traceable. Now, in case any one of you watching this studies psychology, you are very familiar with this topic because it's called the anchoring effect. So that means that things that are saved in your memory serve as an anchor for future decisions, future things you say, future anything. Now, the reason this is so important is traceability on the World Wide Web. Now, if you, for example, want to join the dark web, some kind of forum on the dark web, to discuss illegal things like jaywalking or public littering, the Chinese viewers here can relate, you will want to pick a username that you haven't used before, and likely one that can't be traced back to you. And this is more difficult than you can imagine. Because if you got the cops up your arse, they will do a profiling of you. Meaning that they will take you as a person and make a map of every character trait associated with you, every family member associated with you, and so on and so forth, depending on how severe it is. Now, if you are smart, you're probably not going to use your own username you use on the public web, but pick a random one. Now, but if you pick a random one, if you think about a random username you could set for yourself, you could most likely get into the pitfall, into the mind's own honey trap of picking a username that can be traced back to you even though you picked something random. See for yourself, try it for yourself. Think of a random name. Think about someone you want to name someone. A character in Sims, for example. And give him a random name. If you are finished, write this name down on a piece of paper. If you are finished, analyze this name and how many people you know with that name. If it's a close friend, or if it's a family member, or something like that. Because every random decision we make is essentially associated with something in our mind, either consciously or subconsciously. Meaning that essentially it is very hard for us to be random. We have to be random consciously. We have to make complicated calculations in order to be fully random, or not even fully random, in order to be untraceable when picking a random name. And the complex calculations that we make are calculations that we make in order to be untraceable and not in order to be random. Which means these calculations aren't resulting in random values as well, but rather in untraceability. Meaning that, to get my point across, if you want to be random, use a random username generator or something like that. Let the machines do the randomization for you. Thank you for watching.